Hello guys, welcome to Smart Future, the future of finance with this cryptocurrency. Today we're going to be talking about the yen pair, the USD against Japanese yen, and we're going to be looking at how we're going to be carrying out a top-down analysis on the yen pair and how to trade the market going forward this week. And looking at the yen pair from the monthly time frame, you can see that the market has been on a consistent uptrend in the market, creating higher highs and higher lows and higher highs and higher lows until it gets to a point where it decides that okay, there might be a change in direction here. And how we're going to know that is because you can see consistently the market has been going up, coming down, going up, coming down, going up, coming down, and all of a sudden it's got here and started creating what we call a pattern, of which definitely we could see this also still go up, but when it comes to markets like this, we could see market also come down a little bit before we see a breakout to the upside. But there is a change here now. Higher highs have been created here, but now we don't have that anymore. We are seeing what's a lower high. So in a market that wants to keep going up, you shouldn't see market creating a lower high. That is to tell you that there might be a change in direction of this market, of which we can see the market definitely did come down, and now it's going back up again. So now it's going back up again, and we are still seeing some sort of lower high rather. We are still seeing some sort of lower high, which means the market is not yet ready to break out to the upside of this market. So until we see a breakout before we can confidently say okay, the market is probably going to keep going up. But this is the monthly time frame. Like I said, there's a lot of information that is embedded in one candle of this monthly time frame. So before we see this happen, it might take a long time. It might take probably weeks, if not months, before we see all of that play out. So if you're going to know exactly what the market is doing on a much more much more minute spectrum, we go down to the weekly, also down to the daily. The weekly is still giving us an information on a much bigger spectrum, telling us what the market is going to do in the future, not what the market is going to be doing right now, but it still gives us a hint on how to navigate the market right now as the market is. And as we all know, these are historical data, although if we are looking at them as one particular unit, we could be seeing a W pattern, but this is going to be a huge market push if we are going to be trading it in that way. That means we are not going to be we are not looking out to trade this market as a day trader. We are trying to trade it as probably a perpetual trader, and that is not what we are looking out here. We are all trying to look for entries and exits in the market on a smaller time frame. So we can't be focused on the market as a perpetual trader who has tens upon tens of millions to hold positions in the market. So right now, what we need to focus on is the information that is embedded here. That's what we need to focus on, as this is the latest information. What is the market doing right now? What are the buyers and the sellers doing right now in this particular zone? This is the latest information. So how do we react off of this zone right now in the market? As you can see, the market is retracing back up, which means before that happened, there was a breakout of that zone. So like I said, in the market, after a breakout of a zone, there's going to be a retest of that zone before we see continuation to the downside. So as you can see, there is a lot of push back up. The bulls are pushing the market back up, and they are not really doing that in favor of the bulls. They're doing that in favor of the sellers in the market. So there's a lot of confluence around in this zone, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of confluence around that zone. So for adventure in this zone, we see a lot of, as you can see here, there's a lot of confluence around this zone, a lot of wicks that needs to be filled up around this particular zone. So we could see market go back up to the zone, up to probably 158.5 to 158.6, depending on where the more institutional sell positions are in the market. So the market will go back up to that position to fill up all of that weeks created before we see market push back down to the downside, probably to test the 50 EMA on the weekly time frame for another pushback up again. And if you're going to see it come back down a lot more, we would know if that's going to be the case once market decides to test this particular zone. How the market reacts on that zone will tell us exactly what we need to do next in the market. So this is going to be also letting you know that this market right now has probably topped out, and we're about to see sellers coming to the market to sell the dollar against the yen. So in other words, they're buying more of the yen currency in the market as we speak than the dollar currency. So down to the daily, as you can see, yes, this is the market moving up to complete what the retracement to the upside. As you can see here, 158.500 is my possible entry for a move back down to say 155, 155.4, 155.5. So we're going to be seeing a lot of confluence here. This is a support turn resistance in the market. As you can see, here is a support turn resistance, and the market is going back up to really test that position as resistance before we see it come back down. And as we all know, market is reactive and not predictive. So I have already carried out my own personal analysis on the market, so I know the market will be going back up to 158.5 to test it, probably go a little higher than that before coming down. But if you wish to know that perfectly well, you need to check out the 4-hour for more input, for more data to know exactly how to position yourself in the market. So as you can see, there's a lot of confluence around this zone, so we could see market definitely go up, probably create a week to test my 158.5 zone up, or better still go a lot higher and create a body of the candle to complete that movement to the upside. So, and as we know, yen pairs are always almost correlating with other pairs in the market that are also yen pairs. So if the USD yen is going to be bearish, which means they are buying the yen pair, we could see the same thing happening on other trades in the market. For instance, we go to the euro yen. Let's see what the euro yen is doing in the market. We look at the daily. As you can see, the same thing is happening exactly as expected. The market is going to go back up to test this zone as resistance. It's going to go back up to test this zone as resistance for coming down to a much lower position in the market. So you could see a lot of buys and sells happening. So all of this zone could be a zone where you could trade for profits before trying to get on a sell in the market if you wish to trade euro yen for profit as well. So same thing happens if you go to pound yen in the market. Let's go to pound yen. You can see pound yen is also the same thing. This is an M pattern, and then we could see market trying to go back up to test that position also in the market. And let's go to CAD yen also, which is going to be my last CAD yen in the market. So for CAD yen, you can see the exact same thing happening here. So you can see markets probably go back up to 116.5 or respect the fact that it has created once a lower high here. So there's a possibility to respect that lower high and just test this zone instead and then start coming down. It all depends on where, like I said, the institutional sales will be on each of this pair in the market. So if you wish to trade like that, you could make a whole lot of money for yourself, and cash out major on this correlation on the various pairs that the Japanese yen is paired with. So I personally call this Forex pair correlation or currency pair correlation. We do have multiple time frame correlations, and then you can also have currency pair correlations as well. So this, for me, I call it a currency pair correlation in the market. So you could take advantage of that correlation, and make a whole lot of cash for yourself, make a lot of profit for yourself for the week. So yes, comes to the end of the analysis on USD yen and how to capitalize on the market for profit on the USD yen. If you wish to know more about trading, if you wish to learn about trading, so you'll be able to trade yourself, understand how to trade the market, or what to see in the market, and how to analyze the market for entries and exits, do well to contact me on Telegram, my Telegram channel, or chat me privately to if you wish to learn more about trading. Also, if you wish to get signals, I could offer that as well to you in my private group, where you will have access to more than one trading setup in a week. So but you can also have access to my free daily setup on my smart feature channel, my public channel, for free. And if you make money from that, then maybe you could use that to get in on my private channel and enjoy the benefits of that as well. But if you wish to learn trading as for yourself, to be able to trade yourself without having to receive setups, be able to create your own strategies, and also create your own run your own analysis on the market to know what the market is doing depending on your trading style, you could also contact me for that, and then we could make arrangement on how to brush you up on trading. And I would also inform you on all of what the benefits would be for learning how to trade in the market from me. There'll be a lot of benefits you'll be able to you'll be gaining in terms of giving yourself an edge in the market. Okay, so all of that is going to be added to the Forex trading courses I'm going to be giving to you. So this marks the end of today's analysis. I once again appreciate you for taking time to watch my channel and my videos to understand what the market has in store for us this week. So do have a blessed day. I wish you good luck in your future endeavors. Have a nice day. Bye.